What's up, everyone? Zoe Nightingale here. It is with great honor and pleasure that I present to you my very next episode starring my one and only family. Now, I put this together because this has been the loneliest holiday season I've ever had. And I don't know about you, but I miss my family so much. It actually hurts. So I've spent a little bit of time culling through my archives and my hidden secret recordings of my family to put together this little taste of holiday cheer from my family to yours, and hope that it brings you a little bit of respite during these long, dark December days. I want to apologize in advance to my family. I know it hasn't always been easy to be part of this podcast, whether you knew it or not, and I love you so much more than I could ever say with words, but thank you. Thank you for always being my rock. Thank you for always making me laugh, and thank you for always keeping me on my toes. So without further ado, I present to you the Nightingale Wiseman Clan's holiday episode. Happy Festivus, everyone. Mom, what's fisting?
It's when you put your fist in someone's vagina. I don't know why you would want to do this. Oh, wait a minute. Do not record me. I had enough.
You don't want me to be funny anymore?
No, I love you being funny, but let's draw a line.
Which line?
The one we're going to cross.
Draw a line at fisting?
Yeah.
How could you think that Dad wouldn't know what fisting was?
Let me tell you, I read the Huffington Post. It's there. It's everywhere.
No, they don't use fisting.
Yeah, I'm sure you can look it up and find it on the Huffington Post under Weird News.
Mom, you live in a beautiful bubble. And it's my job to pop it.
I told you, I feel like such a prude. I can't stand it.
But you're not a prude, because a prude would shy away from it. You are interested and curious. So you're not a prude, you're just not informed. When did you go to an orgy?
Like we were first married and living in Pittsburgh.
Dad, you took Mom to an orgy?
No, we didn't know we were going. He can't remember it.
I did not do that.
Are you sure? You were invited to an orgy?
By a cleaner?
By the cleaner on Center Avenue. Is a black guy, good-looking black guy. And we were friends because he was across the street from Uncle Lou.
Yeah.
And he said, come on over Friday night. And we went up the stairs.
You had an orgy on Shabbat? Did you light the candles before or after?
Did I walk in?
Yeah, we both did. And
We didn't stay.
No, we didn't stay.
You went to the orgy and left?
I don't remember
We didn't know
going.
what to do.
Dad, your life has been so colorful that you forgot going to an orgy by accident with Mom?
That's true. He's had a much more colorful life than I.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ma, someone told me that you had a gold necklace with a Coke spoon on it.
I
You
did.
did. You didn't know that?
No, you know, it's a Coke spoon, but it was done as the brand Coca-Cola.
Oh, I get it.
It was Coke, and it ended
With a
the
spoon?
Ended with a spoon at the end of the E.
And you wore that around your neck?
For a long time.
For a long time?
No one knew what it was.
Oh, right.
It was a script.
Oh, no one knew what it was.
How long did you wear it?
Until years.
You wore a gold necklace that spelled out Coke with a Coke spoon around your neck for years.
Yes,
Who told you that?
I
From
did.
what years?
We were in the house on Western Avenue.
Yeah, I was at 20. Well, I had motorcycles. I was like a weird guy.
That sounds so weird. That sounds pretty
Big
dope.
motorcycles and
What kind of motorcycles did you have?
Moto Guzzi.
Moto Guzzi, Norton, Triumph.
You had,
Big
That's when he worked at the SEC
Right.
and wore a Coke spoon. You think he was fighting authority? He's had a little bit of trouble.
but were you using the Coke spoon?
I was. A lot.
Probably
Where
the
did
purest
you get
cocaine
it?
of all time from
You
the
got Coke
70s.
from that guy who lived with us, Ralph.
Oh, yeah. Finelli.
Wait, did you smoke a lot? Did you
No,
use
some.
Coke a lot?
Did you have children when you were doing all this blow?
Yeah.
He did.
And so you'd come home all
He
coked up?
did.
Come home from his job as a lawyer and
You'd come home being a lawyer on your Triumph motorcycle and you would do cocaine in your gold Coke spoon.
Yes, I would. Sometimes.
With your babies around?
Yeah.
How old were Ross and Zach?
Ross was
Zach wasn't born.
So Ross was like 4.
Earlier.
You had a toddler, you're all coked up with your toddler?
All coked
Dude, the
up.
70s were awesome.
It was music.
What was music?
The 70s. It was a time of. It was revolutionary music. I went nuts.
The music made you do cocaine at work?
Nope.
And come home to your child?
No,
We didn't do it at work.
Oh, there's good that there's lines drawn.
Yeah, coke lines.
No one ever tells me fucking anything. Ever.
You didn't get addicted to it.
No.
I don't understand. Who would you get the coke from?
Ralph Finelli.
I don't know.
Everybody had coke? Everybody was listening to Led Zeppelin
Yes.
and doing coke?
Yes.
I'd like to know more about the 70s.
It's a revolution.
I'm listening. I'm just putting
Total revolution. The whole thing coming with Nixon, Vietnam, people gathering, just anti-government. We were against our own government.
You were working for the SEC? Wearing a gold Coke spoon necklace. I'm sorry, it's really hard to imagine you wearing a gold necklace that said Coke on it with a Coke spoon for years.
Well, it wasn't a massive gold chain. It was quiet.
Oh, it was a delicate, dainty Coke spoon. I'm sorry, Dad. It's very hard for me to imagine a dainty Coke spoon because it has to be big enough to have a spoon.
Well, but I mean the chain itself.
Understated gold chain. What kind of mafioso?
It hung straight down, so it looked like just like a flowery thing.
It was a delicate gold chain, Zoe. It was an undercover Coke spoon. Yeah, of course. Yeah, oh yeah. All right. Good to know.
Zoe, in case you didn't know it, your dad
I did know that my dad has had a bit of trouble with authority. I knew that.
just a bit, a tad, a smidge.
I wonder where I get it from. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
How did anybody know what the taint is?
Yeah.
Most people know what the taint is. You don't know what that is? The photo doesn't help you figure out what it is?
Photo sort of helps me, but I still don't know what it means.
Taint is the area between your asshole and your scrotum.
Really? I don't know that.
It's also like a pejorative word, like you're being such a taint.
Really? And what is a roadhead?
What is a roadhead?
Or is roadhead an activity?
Come on, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously?
I've never heard the phrase. I can understand what it might mean, but
Bullshit, you've never heard the expression roadhead.
never.
Come on. Mom? Mom,
Come on.
have you heard of roadhead? Do you know what roadhead is? If I said that to an expression, like, he just got some really good roadhead.
Is roadheads a squashed animal on the road?
Can you guess from this picture what roadhead is?
Getting a blowjob on your drive.
That's right. How quickly she came up with that.
But I didn't know that.
How do you not know that? It's
It's a new generation of, and I'm just asking.
new generation. Pumpkin, have you ever heard of roadhead?
Not once.
Come on.
Never heard of a roadhead.
You can't say it like that. You can't say never heard of a roadhead.
Because she doesn't know.
Heard of one.
It's not a verb.
Is it a noun? Is it a noun?
Oh, you like having me home so I can teach you about roadhead?
No, don't say that word.
Now we can't say it now that you know what it is.
It makes sense to me.
Do you know what a glory hole is?
No.
Come on, you're lying. You guys are lying to me.
I've never heard the term. I can only guess what these
What do you think a glory hole is, if you had to
An
guess?
asshole.
An asshole?
That's what I thought.
You think a glory hole is an asshole?
That's what I thought.
Mom and Dad, come
Whatever
on.
it is.
Do I need to know stuff about you if you associate glory hole with an asshole?
What would you call it if you were abusing your spouse while driving on a highway?
What?
Asphalt and battery.
Medium.
It's not dirty.
It's not funny. Glory hole is a place at gay clubs where people put their mouths up to one end and then just
How would I know that? What are you talking about? How would I know that?
I mean, from living
Living where?
in this planet.
Look, there are too many people who don't know this.
You told me what fisting was, and you said you found out about that on the Huffington Post. I'm surprised there haven't been listings about glory holes in the Huffington Post. Even when Andrew Weiner was around.
Photographs of his penis in his underwear?
Okay, how about, you know what a clit is?
That I know.
Do you know what a rusty trombone is? If you had to guess what a rusty trombone is, what would you guess?
Are you talking about a color or a lack of use?
I'm asking you to define for me what a rusty trombone is. It's an action.
It's an action?
Sexual action.
It means not properly lubricated.
Non-lubricated sex is your guess for rusty trombone.
Right.
I think my game is going really well. Queef.
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 You mean like
And with-
quiff?
No, queef.
How do you spell it?
Queef.
No.
No. Okay. How do you not know what that is? You've never made a woman queef? Not once.
Is that a verb?
It's a it's more of a noun. Well, is it a verb? No, it's a noun. It's a thing. It's a thing that you make women do.
It's a verb?
It's a, yes. All right, fine. Do you know what hentai is?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
How about manga?
No.
Nothing. Do you know what a butt plug is?
Yes.
Yes, you do. You know what that is, Mom? Oh, good. Dad, do you know what roofies are?
No. Wait a minute, it's a drug.
Have you ever used roofies?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
It's a drug to rape women, Dad.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Oh, have you?
That's Bill Cosby's thing.
That's right. Do you know what a K-hole is?
No. Is it the same as cornhole?
It is not the same as a cornhole. It's a drug term.
Well, how would I know that?
Could you take a guess?
No.
Do you know what a chola is?
No.
Never heard of a chola?
No.
Chola majora or chola minora?
No, never. What's the difference between majora and minora?
Is this a joke? Is this the reason why Mom divorced you? Because you know the difference between labia minora and majora?
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A chola majora is a Hispanic woman's outer labia.
And a chola minora
is her inner labia.
Is a Spanish Jewish woman's candelabra.
That's right. Do you know what a necrophiliac is?
Yes.
How do you know what that is?
Because it's a straight Latin term. I know it.
What does it mean?
Having sex with dead ladies.
Why does it have to be a lady?
It could be dead men. I've
you
never
think people
thought
are
about
specific
it as
when they're when they?
You know,
you think people say with their lines, like if they're straight, they fuck straight, or maybe if you just want to fuck a dead person, you don't care. A hole is a hole.
I don't know. I always thought of it as a woman. Are there gay and straight necrophiliacs?
We don't know.
Do you know what a pearl necklace is?
Absolutely.
What's a pearl necklace?
When I was growing up, you got to be like 16 and you had a sweet 16, you always got a beautiful pearl necklace. I mean, we always wore pearl necklaces.
Mom, do you want to know what a pearl necklace is? Are you sure? Dad, any guess?
No, I don't want to say.
Oh, you know what it is?
No, I don't know what it is.
Dad, have you ever given Mom a pearl necklace before?
I have no idea.
A physical pearl necklace. Did you ever actually give her a pearl necklace? Pearls on a string. Did you ever give Mom pearls?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So you've given Mom a pearl necklace?
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, but it's not what you're thinking. And what you're thinking is really off color.
But you can't. It's not off color. It's actually white. It's
My answer is cultured. Yours is uncultured.
Oh, Dad. Very good.
That is it.
All right, Mom. I'm waiting for you to guess. What is a pearl necklace?
It has something to do with sperm.
It does. Good work,
good.
Dad.
Oh, good.
Is a pearl necklace another word for ejaculation?
It is, but since it's a necklace, where would it go?
Oh, no! No, Zoe, I don't think that's necessary.
What's not necessary?
I don't the whole last minute.
What are you working on there? Cabbage soup? Is it? What is it?
Trying to distract myself from the problems I have. I'm trying to forget that I have a daughter who can use this language.
How's it going for you?
It's troubling.
I'm about to go into the kink.com armory, the dungeon where they film most of the bondage porn in the world, to interview the head dom and dominatrix before a massive shoot. And I was wondering, what should I ask these girls? And remember, Mom, these girls are getting hung up like luau suckling pigs at a Hawaiian party, and they're having sex with many different kinds of men. Some could be midgets, some could be very, very big black men, some could be very short Jewish men. You never know. What do you think I should ask them about how they got there and why they're doing this?
I would love for you to do family background. I think the context in which they come out of is relationship-based, multi-generationally.
So your mother was a whore, your grandmother was a whore.
No. They were born into a triangle, the mother and the father. What was going on in their parents' and grandparents' lives when they were born? People who do things like this are usually shut down and need extreme arousal to feel alive.
So you're saying you're not as interested to know how they cleanse their colon before their double vaginal, double anal scenes?
No, you'll be surprised that just didn't cross my mind. Now, I am leaving those kinds of things you, my daughter.
Thank you. Okay.
Do me a favor. It's the family context. And here's a great question. What's the thing they're most curious about in their profession?
Maybe they're curious to see how many penises they can put inside of their holes.
You're going to keep your clothes on, right?
Am I going to keep my clothes on?
That would be my preference.
And if I told you that I did take my clothes off and participate, you would still love me.
I'll always love you. But as I said, my tolerance for the new and different is maxed out. So it'd be better if we could wait till January, when my new array of tolerance comes in. Family background.
Okay.
Really important. It's too bad we couldn't do a neurofeedback brain scan.
So you want to do neurofeedback on the porn stars?
Yes, because I think you would see.
I bet their theta waves are all out of whack, Ma.
I bet it's hard to sleep unless you have this amount of arousal during the day.
Okay, so I should ask them if they sleep with penises in their hands, like a blanket.
You see, you're using these words again. You need the concepts. You insist on throwing in these words, like penis. I don't know that those words are necessary.
Would you rather I use another euphemism for penis?
No. I think you are meeting really interesting people who have chosen a course of action that others don't. And
They're basically wayfinders. Malcolm Gladwell would call them
early adopters. I mean, I'm much more interested in that kind of stuff than those words you insist on using.
Oh, okay.
But there's a much broader, more interesting view, in my opinion.
Okay, so last question for you, Mom. If I find a very attractive man who is your age range and seems to be a very interesting person, full of insight and curiosity of the human spirit, would you like me to give him your number?
What's it called? Dungeon?
It's called the kink.com dungeon. It's called the Armory.
The Armory, the kink.com. You talk like this kid's father to me.
So, okay, you know what, Mom? I'll call Dad. How about that?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Okay, I'm going to call Dad and ask him what he thinks about me becoming a porn star at the Bondage Dungeon. I love you. I'll call you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, Dad, I just called Mom, and of course Mom wanted me to talk to them about family process and where they fit in their genealogical line. And I'm wondering if you had more practical questions.
I would like to know if they eat subs for lunch.
If they eat subs? Oh, I get it.
What about the 45-year-old aging porn star who can no longer really get it up? What is the age when you have to retire?
When you have to hang up your vagina or put away your penis.
When you have to, whenever you're hanging up, what is it? How do you tell when you're losing it? It's the hardest when it's not hard, right? I don't know the answer to any of these questions. I'm just sitting here trying to imagine what it would be like to be a porn star.
Okay, I've got to go step into this place and get ready, but send me any more questions you have, and thank you. I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks, Dad. Bye. Thank you.
Did you record me giving you questions for the dominatrix?
Yes, but in my defense, you should know better by now. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So technically, I don't think this is my fault.
None of this.
At least you're laughing. Look how much you're laughing, Mom. It makes me happy to make you laugh.
That whole thing, and Donna the dominatrix. Oh my.
She's really scary, Mom. And Mom is so raw. It's so raw.
Did you get a good interview?
Yes, we did great interviews for sure, but we left early because we couldn't take it. We pansied out because the people were too scary that I got too scared and we left.
Oh, I think that's good.
Well, I gotta tell you, considering that a dominatrix last night told me that her only time she felt uncomfortable was when a client asked her to dress up in his daughter's clothes, I felt like our family's doing really well.
Did you find out because she had siblings? Did you ask her my questions about her parents?
I did. I was after she told me that she dressed up in a men's daughter's clothing and had sex with them. I said, "Where are you in the birth order?" I might be ready to just go ahead and just settle down now. I think I've done it. I think I'm done. All it took was watching 4 girls let out on chains like pound puppies, and now I want to settle down and start a family. So thank you for giving me the space to learn that I was ready to grow up. I appreciate your parenting.
Oh my God.
I love you. I'll call you from the airport.
You are so funny. Yes, give me a call. I'll be in town next week. You are really priceless.
Thank you, Mom.
I have something to tell you that you're going to like. I got a sponsor, a real one.
No. To sponsor your podcast?
So at first, what happens is people put my name in and they get a discount on all their sex toys, and I get 25% off gross of the sex toys.
Oh my God.
So I need you and all your friends to go buy sex toys and use my name.
What am I going to do with sex toy?
Have sex with them?
Who is the sponsor? Adam and Eve?
Adam and Eve. Mom, can you please just get all your divorcees together and take one for the team?
How many sex toys do we need to buy?
So, Mom, think about it. If you buy a dildo, you will be giving me money. Isn't that weird?
Too much for me.
Well, come on.
You're kidding. Zoe, this is too much.
Isn't it great? Doesn't it make sense that they're my sponsor? It'll be like buying a tree in Israel for my bat mitzvah. Except this time it actually matters to me.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you go, is it an online company?
Yeah, but you have to put my name Zoe into the thing.
Call your father. Tell him to buy sex toys too.
Okay, I will.
Tell him you just talked to me and I said he should buy a lot.
That seems like an insult. Be like, Mom said to call you because you need an actually hard dick for your new wife.
Who knows? Okay, babes. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.
We're trying to find my mom a new boyfriend, so we're trying to get her some new stuff. She's feeling reticent. Mom, can I just do a black rubber boyfriend? He's right over there. If you wouldn't recommend a toy for a woman getting back on the Jewish dating scene, what would you recommend for her? Earplugs?
Jewish
Do
dating
not
scene.
be
I would avoid the Jewish.
You know what? That's really good advice.
As a Jew, I'm saying this.
So just on the dating scene in general, maybe a leather flogger, Mom?
If you're recording this,
I would never.
this is
I would
the
never.
end. No
Can I
more
interest you in
visits.
some raspberry H2O Ultra Lube for any hole you may need to fulfill?
Where's Aunt Peggy?
We lost her. Mom, wait, come here. Can we rest your head on a pink penis pillow?
No, but I think you're right. I think I need to come back here with a list.
Come on, Mom. Aunt Peggy went deeper. Let's go back. Come on. What'd you find?
I didn't find anything. I'm just.
Let's just come here. Mom, do you think you would wear these booby tassels?
No.
Mom, would you wear...
Do not record me.
Would you wear... Would you... Mom, can you just... Mom, it's a penis pacifier. In case you didn't have enough penis in your life. Mom, you picked this out? Let me see it. Give this to me. Oh, you're not interested? She picked it up and she handed it to us. The Fetish Fantasy Extreme Spider Gag. Mom, this is very extreme. You want your mouth open more? All you do is talk all day. I'd like to get you a ball gag. Or something that shuts the mouth.
I have to.
When wide open isn't enough, the Fetish Fantasy Extreme Spider Gag will get the job done. This extreme gag consists of a steel ring with 4 curved metal legs. Attached to the ring, the gag and legs prevent your mouth from closing, leaving your subject's mouth wide open for whatever you wish to put in it.
It's like my dentist. Extraction. It's like, no, put that away. It's making me upset.
This is what you pull out, Mom? You pull this out?
There's a lot of stuff I don't know about.
What don't you know about?
I didn't know about that, for example.
Mom, can I interest you in a penis straw? You can use this to drink your drinks at board meetings. Mom, can I please buy you a penis ring?
Sure.
Okay,
No,
great.
a penis straw will be good. I'll give it to
I can get 12 for $10, Mom. You sure you
No,
don't want 10?
I don't need 12.
I could get you a blowjob bib. Are you just to clean up
What
after?
is that? What is that? A party favor?
It's for parties, Mom. In case you and your friends have orgies, it's a blowjob bib.
Not that. The mold above it.
That's a giant penis
Jello
mold.
Oh, look at those. How about making cookies or muffins?
Yes, I could make you penis cake.
Or Jello. We could have Jello.
This is about the right size for a Jewish man, like
You know, when
3.5 inches,
When we
right?
have the family over again, we'll make our own Jello mold.
I don't think that your family would appreciate a penis Jello mold. Mom, can I buy for you some nipple pasties with tassels?
No, I don't.
You're not interested?
Well, not until the weather warms up. It's too cold. I have to wear.
Oh, you want some
What-
more
what
clothes?
is-
Mom, can I interest you in a hung rider? It's like it's got a suction cup. You can mount it to the wall.
No, but I do think I'll come back with a shopping list.
Will you? All right. Tell me what would be on your shopping list. All right, Mom.
You have a lot of things.
Mom, can I interest you in the original realistic cock? It's hand detailed to capture every vein, bulge, and crease of a real erect cock. Peggy, can I interest you in a pump works? It's a power pump. We're not sure actually what it does. Maybe can you explain something to me? What does a power pump do?
It's a penis pump. It makes it bigger for the moment.
For the moment, how long is the moment?
As long as they wear the ring.
The ring.
Get
Oh.
extra rounds out. And
Mom, you know what you should do on your next J date? You should whip out your penis pump and say, hey, listen, I know you're 60 and on painkillers. You should probably just get yourself fluffed in the bathroom before we start our date. The dual density butt fuck.
Dual? What's dual?
It's got two uses. Why is this dual? May I ask you why this is dual?
No, it's a
dual use?
density.
Dual density.
What that means is this skin is softer than this skin. So this skin's a little
So it's mimicking a real colon.
pretty much.
Whose colon do they use to make the mold?
I don't know.
Is there someone who's got a particularly good colon for this use?
Depends.
Mom, look at this. It's a real vagina. It's so
I have to rest. I have to go lay down.
Well, Mom, you didn't make your wish list. So what are you?
No, I have
we're
to-
not leaving until you tell me 4 things you're going to get when you come back next time. Is it the cock pump for your J dates?
No,
All right.
I'm going to get this.
What?
I'm going to get something here like oil.
Kama Sutra oil, okay. Mom, can I interest you in a dual vibrating flexi dong?
Oh,
It's got dual powers. It can
to stop
twist.
talking. All right, so I have to leave now. I'm faint.
Tell me everything.
I was the chef at Clyde's in Georgetown back in 69, 70, something like that. There was another guy working there, this black guy who was back from Vietnam. And I was dealing drugs at the time, in addition to being a chef. It was something that you did. I had this connection with the Pagans motorcycle gang. I worked in a shop, and that's how I got associated with them.
Were you taking these drugs with them?
No, I didn't do heroin or things like that. I mean, I did crystal meth and stuff.
You did crystal meth?
Absolutely.
How is crystal meth?
Good.
You did meth and what else?
Acid, marijuana, and
Were you like
there wasn't a lot of coke around.
Were you like chopping up lines of meth on strippers' tits and stuff, and then
No,
riding a motorcycle,
no,
and then
no,
making a filet mignon
No.
for a senator?
Well, yes. Yes.
Some parts of it
Yes.
ring true.
So I had this big bag of mescaline tablets, and I had gotten them from these guys, and I wanted to take them back.
You Jew, you went back to the criminal motorcycle guys to return
Yes.
your drugs?
Yes. This guy that was working, he was like my assistant. This guy who was back from Vietnam, he was familiar with like heroin because he used to do heroin over in Nam. But he had never done hippie stuff. And I said, you ought to try this acid. So I gave him this acid, and we were getting off work. It was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And I said, let's go out. I got to take this mescaline back to these guys. We're driving in the car, and he started to trip out on the acid. And he says, this is really cool. We get out to this house. We pull in the back, and I've got all this mescaline in the glove compartment. We get in the back, and the place is, it's not, I can't see anybody there. The lights are off. It's kind of not what I was expecting. And I go and I knock on the back door, and nobody's coming to the door, and it's beginning to feel, my vibes are like, what's going on here? And the next minute, all these cops come out of the house. They grab me, and then they go grab this guy and pull us into the house. Cops coming down the stairs with guns. And I thought I was going to get shot. They've got us on the sofa. And we're tripping. It's good acid. And the cops' faces are turning into these gargoyle faces. I mean, really just popping colors of all kinds of things. And this guy sitting, this is his first trip. And he says to me, is this what it's like? Is it always like this? Shut up. Just shut up. Because this was one of those times where you could, because I had done it so much that you could disconnect yourself. Your rational brain could get over here and observe your tripping self. And I talked to the cops, and I'm thinking to myself, they're going to go out and search my car.
Oh, God.
Where I've got all this mescaline. At some point, they believed or whatever I said that I was coming out there for a party. They hadn't searched my car. They said, okay, you can go. I said, well, and I was trying to think, what do you mean you can go? Okay, well, let's go. We went, we picked up some clothes, and we drove to Steve and Kathy's apartment. We got to their apartment at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
To do what?
To escape from fucking D.C. And the police were worried. The cops, were they following us? I don't know. We went to Philadelphia. And we said, and Steve, they didn't know.
Did you tell my mother you were tripping on acid?
I probably.
And what did she say?
Why would she have been upset?
Why would my mother have been upset that your brother showed up at 5 o'clock in the morning, the dude from Nam, both tripping on acid with like a fucking kilo worth of mescaline in the trunk?
She's cool.
Oh, Mom's cool?
Well, I didn't have the mescaline. I stashed it in one of the freezers at Clyde's. And when I got back, whatever it was, we stayed there for a few days. I went back, but it was gone.
The whole thing was very cool.
Oh, was it cool?
It was.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool. Well, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. That's the best story ever. I'll listen to that story all day. This is the best goddamn story.
We have a lot of good times.
Yeah.
Mom, you had good times on acid?
I never took acid.
No.
Well, it was nice of you to put up with that for a few days.
Yeah, few
Until we went back.
Until he thought the cops were off his tail.
And you were kind of paranoid about it. You were like, whoa.
They were paranoid, hiding in the closet.
Right.
We were really irresponsible parents.
You had children?
I think so.
Yeah.
We had some really fun times.
I don't know. You need to use words.
This is the funniest. I don't think anybody else will think it's funny, but it is hilarious. I can't. When you said, I started laughing for a minute. You said,
Mom, I'm going to need you to use words.
it's really funny. It's really funny, Zoe. You are hilarious. I don't think anybody else will think it's funny, but you have made my year with this tape. Oh my God.
Why won't people think it's funny, first of all?
Well, because they don't know us. They don't know that we're really very,
What are we very?
We're very, We're very
what?
And we're very prim and proper, and then we go out to Burning Man, and you are hilarious about the sheet count, and it's so perfect, Rose. Oh, God, Zoe, I didn't know you were taking yet again.
Not only did I tell you I had microphones the whole time, I told you I was making an audiobook.
That slipped my mind.
It slipped your mind,
I'll tell
okay.
you, Zoe, you know I don't like dirty words, but this is very fun. Zoe, this really is hilarious.
I'm so
Thank
glad
you
you
for
liked it.
giving-
I love you very much, Mom. It's all for you.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So why was I so obsessed about making my parents say dirty words and learn new sexual things and taking them to sex stores and taking them to sex parties and taking them to Burning Man? I deeply believed that if I could get my mother to be more comfortable with sex and her body, that she would be able to find herself a new partner. And I was kind of right. I can happily report that my mother is in an amazing relationship with an incredible man that she met through Burning Man. I have a bunch more episodes coming up for you, including another family holiday episode. And I'll be posting a conversation with my mother about what it has been like to be part of my podcast for all of these years and what it's been like to have me as a daughter and what it's like to be a mother. And so if you're a fan of my mother, I've got a Hanukkah present coming your way, an in-depth conversation with her about what it truly means to let your kids be who they are despite your best intentions. I send you warmth and sunshine and presents and eggnog and Christmas carols and Hanukkah gelt. It's still dark days, but the light is coming back. And I just want to say one more time, thank you, Mom, for everything you were, for everything you are, for everything you will be. You are my greatest inspiration and my truest North Star. And my apple, I think, is inching closer to your tree every day. So with gratitude and loving kindness, I bid you adieu and wish you the happiest holidays, everyone.
I went to sign up on Adam and Eve for the sex toy so you could get credit. I go up and there's certain things I know what they are. There are other things I don't have a clue. So I decided I would support you, and I bought something that looked like a little blue penguin. So then I put your name in, but I couldn't tell whether it registered. So what does a good Jewish mother do? I call the company to make sure that my daughter gets credit for this little blue penguin. So I spent 20 minutes on the phone until they tracked down the order, which I had gotten, to make sure that you got credit for it. And you did get credit for it.
Well, I've got two follow-up questions. What does the little penguin do? I'm pretty sure it doesn't tap dance.
I don't know. I didn't read it. I couldn't find an explanation of it.
Can you walk me through your choosing process? I'm Kathy. I need to get my groceries. Oh, that's a nice dildo. I'll just buy that because there's a penguin on it.
It's much more significant. I had a really hard evening last night. I decided to stay home and I took care of things, and on my list was to order something so I could support you. So I read on Facebook that you posted today, said, now don't forget to do this or whatever.
I said, I'm nominating people who I believe should order a butt plug with a horse tail. I'm assuming since penguins don't have tails, you did not get a penguin butt plug.
I didn't see that thing. I think this has other uses.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Oh, I don't know.
How much was the penguin?
$80.
$80? What what is it? What did you buy? That's like the upper echelon of sex toy cost, Mom. It probably vibrates. We'll tie your shoes for you.
I know you get a percentage. I wanted you to get a percentage.
You could always just give me money. If that's your goal. Sorry, let me get this straight. You bought a blue penguin for $80.
Yeah.
And you are claiming not to know what it does and that you only bought it for me.
To give you credit, and I got 10 gifts. They're sending me 10 other gifts.
I hope one of them is a truth serum. I love you and thank you for buying sex toys to support me. But please stop telling me that you don't know what the thing you bought was.
I don't know.
So how did you come to the conclusion you should buy the penguin?
I like the color blue. I didn't have much time. I had to get my other chores done.
So you just eeny, meeny, miny blue penguin butt plugged it, or we don't know?
No, it's not a butt plug, I don't think. It's too big.
It's too big?
It looks like a shmoo.
What's a shmoo?
It's a shmoo. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I just don't understand what you could possibly be saying. I don't know what a shmoo is. I don't know what...
Well, I'll show you. A shmoo is a plastic doll that one goes in another, goes in another, goes in another.
Did you get somebody's gonna play whack-a-mole with your pussy? I don't understand.
Sorry, don't use those words.
Sorry. You've totally befuddled me.
Yeah, it's like a little rubber animal.
Hey, Mom, when you're done lying to me about what kind of vibrator dildo you bought to put inside of your tuchus, you go ahead and call me.
I am not lying to you.
You are lying.
I am not. You have to know. I'm not.
You know, you sound exactly like me when I used to lie to you. It's like defensive. You know, you've got nothing else to say. You've got no alibi. I love you.
Oh, God. I love you, too.